So I'm a huge believer in the extension of life beyond Earth. So making life multiplanetary, I think, is one of the most important things we could do. So then why is that important? Well, how do you say that anything is important? How do you judge importance? Well, if you look at things on an historical time scale, and the further you zoom out, the more the important stuff stays behind and the unimportant stuff, you can't see it anymore. And if you look at the span of life's evolution on Earth, you know, the multi-billion-year history of Earth itself, of life on Earth itself, you can really point to about half a dozen major steps on the evolution of life. There's obviously single-celled life, multicellular life, differentiation to plants and animals, life moving from the oceans to land, mammals, consciousness. You know, those are sort of like the big ones. And well, that's why we're here talking. On that scale also would fit, I think, the extension of life to multiple planets, so life becoming multiplanetary. It would be at least as important, if not more important, than life going from the oceans to land. At least oceans to land, you could jump back in the ocean if you got uncomfortable. But going to another planet, you've got to go over billions of miles of hostile space and then land and try to create an ecology on a planet that is nothing like the planet that we live on today. Although our current planet may become more like that planet if we're not careful. But that's so if you have something which arguably could fit on the importance scale of the evolution of life itself, then it's reasonable to say it's important and should get some of our resources. And you say, well, what is some of our resources? Well, probably less than what we spend on Medicare and more than what we spend on lipstick. You can sort of bracket it. So we spend a lot on lipstick, by the way, which I think is great. But if you said, well, maybe we should spend 0.25% of our economic product on the extension of life to another planet, making life multiplanetary, I think that would be like a reasonable number. And that's several tens of billions. So and I think it could be done for that. But a critical element is having that reusable orbital craft. So that's the fundamental breakthrough that's necessary for us to be able to afford to do it at a price that is going to be palatable to the general public.